Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's debate. My name is Sanjana Menon and I'm the chairman, and Satyajit Sukumaran is the timekeeper. The adjudicator is our panel of 3 wonderful judges. The topic for this debate is that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant. The affirmative team seated to my right is from Glenunga International High School. The negative team seated to my left is from Pulteney Grammar School. The speaking time for this debate is 6 minutes. A single warning bell will sound 1 minute before the speaking time, and a double bell will sound at the speaking time. A continuous bell may be rung 30 seconds after the speaking time, in which case the speaker must sit down immediately. Please ensure that your mobile phones and other electronic devices are switched off. I declare this debate open and call upon the first affirmative speaker, Mara S.
Good evening, Madam Chairman, timekeepers, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for tonight's debate is that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant, a statement that we as the affirmative team are strongly in favour of. We define the topic as the opinions of celebrities being irrelevant on topics of the public outside of their expertise and work. According to the Oxford Dictionary, irrelevant is defined as not being connected to or appropriate to what is being done or considered. An opinion is simply a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. The definition of a celebrity is a famous person or a well-known person in the entertainment or sporting industry. Famous implies to being well-known to the public. Therefore, it is reason we define the topic as opinions of celebrities on specific ideas and topics are irrelevant, as therefore they're not related to the public's opinion. It is our team's belief that unless the celebrities are qualified and has knowledge of that topic or area or expertise, their opinions on such topics are relevant. As first speaker, I will be discussing how celebrity endorsements are not in fact the opinions of celebrities, of the company who is paying them to promote their product, making celebrities' opinions relevant. I'll also be discussing how celebrities' opinions on ethical issues and topics are irrelevant, as they are generally uneducated about these issues, which can negatively influence the public's opinions on such topics. Our second speaker will discuss why celebrities' opinions on politics and politicians are completely irrelevant to the public's view and thoughts on politics. She will also be discussing the issue of celebrities sharing their opinions on subjects relating to health and science, how uneducated these opinions are regarding these subjects, and how dangerous these opinions could be influencing the public's view. Our third speaker will rebut the opposition and some of our team's case. Now moving on to the first point, how celebrities' opinion on products they endorse are completely irrelevant. The lure of celebrities are everywhere. We watch them, we see them, read about them, we want to be who they are. It's therefore no wonder that many companies choose to use celebrities as part of their marketing campaigns. As a result, the public are attracted to many celebrity opinions on products, particularly on social media. Instagram celebrity endorsements are seen frequently, influencing the audience about products that celebrities supposedly love. Take an example on a post on Twitter from Nicole Elizabeth, better known as Snooki. She has given her opinion on the company Protein World, saying that turning up with the best nutrient supplements are out there. She has lent her opinion on the product, saying that it's the best out there. However, her opinion on the product is irrelevant because it cannot be guaranteed that it is true, has been given by the motive of earning money. Not only is she saying how good the company is, she also claims that they have the best nutritional supplements out there. She has not given any detail or made any effort to back up her claims, reinforcing the fact that her opinion on this product is irrelevant, as not only has she been paid to say it, but has made no effort to back up her claims. In addition, perhaps one of the most well-known recent celebrity endorsements on social media are the Kardashians. With over 300 million followers between them, they certainly make an impact on the audience. They have been known for advertising products. An example is Fit Tea, giving their opinions on the effectiveness of Fit Tea, which is supposed to give you weight loss and is a detoxer. Recently, the non-profit watchdog organization Truth in Advertising has called out the family for not proving the effectiveness on the Fit Tea, and which, because of this, they have the hashtag ad on the end of their products. This shows that the opinions on products are misleading and definitely relevant, as they are not true opinions of the celebrities. Although the hashtag ad makes it clearer about the motive of the post, it does not change the fact that the opinions are still irrelevant, as again, they're opinions motivated by money. Secondly, celebrity opinions on ethical issues and topics are irrelevant, as they are generally uneducated about these issues. For example, in an article in a magazine published in 1965, Sean Connery said, and I quote, "I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with hitting a woman. An open-handed slap is justified if all other alternatives fail, and there have been plenty of warning. If a woman is hysterical or bloody-minded continually, then I'd do it." This quote clearly shows the demeaning and frankly sexist nature of a celebrity and demonstrates the power they have to influence and wrongly inform an average person. Connery, popularly known as one of the James Bonds, have a massive fan base following back then and even now. His opinions, no matter how relevant, will be heard by a large crowd. Us humans are gullible and believe pretty much everything that is said to us, even if it's slightly questionable. Connery is implying violence is a solution to a woman's actions. Not only is violence against a good moral, it is completely and utterly wrong. Yes, he's entitled to his opinion, no matter how unethical it might be. But because of this, he is misleading other people in their own opinions because of his massive fan base. As someone who has no experience with or any real knowledge on domestic violence, as displayed in the statement, Sean Connery and other celebrity opinions on unethical and moral issues are irrelevant to the public, as they are not based on any real understanding or knowledge. In conclusion, the opinions on celebrities are relevant as they are endorsed opinions. Celebrity opinions on unethical and moral issues are also irrelevant as they wrongly inform the public with uneducated views. Thank you.
I call upon the first negative speaker, India Weston. Good afternoon, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant. However, we, as a negative team, believe this statement to be false. We would first like to state that we disagree with the definition given by the opposition. We define irrelevant as without value or unimportant, and celebrity as a famous person followed by the media. We define opinions as a belief, preference, or stance guided mainly by personal reference and/or facts. Before I get on to my arguments, I would like to first rebut some of the points that the opposition has made. Now, the opposition has tried to tell you that celebrities' opinions are irrelevant because they are not educated on the topic they speak of, or because their opinions are motivated by money. No matter how factually correct or unethical an opinion is, it is still listened to and agreed with by some members of the public, and therefore relevant. Tonight, I will be speaking about how celebrity opinion is relevant as celebrities are able to influence the public through both social media and media coverage on a global scale. Our second speaker, Matilda Blight, will address our contention that all opinions are relevant at some time and to someone. In addition, she will expand upon my points regarding celebrity influence through sponsorship and endorsements. Finally, our third speaker, Jai Rushiak, will rebut and summarize our case. Celebrity status has grown, and their voices permeate our society both in social and economic terms. Today, in a heavily populated and highly connected global world, thousands of stars exist across film, television, sport, music, and fashion industries, creating an extremely powerful and universal pop culture.
Together with the growth in celebrity status, we have also seen the growth of social media and thus its influence on our society. Celebrities are constantly sharing their opinions, and with social media, there's always a platform to broadcast from and a fan base to listen to them. When a fan base reads or listens to their idols' opinions, it is difficult to deny that they are influenced by them. Moreover, celebrity opinions are relevant because they influence the public. While one celebrity might use their platform to inform or educate their followers about an important issue, another might simply share their favourite song. Either way, their public opinions influence people. Even celebrities such as Donald Trump, who post highly controversial opinions on social media, cannot be dismissed as irrelevant. Their opinions remain relevant, offensive or not, as celebrities like Trump still have a fan base who celebrate them, who value their view, and, as we have defined it, who are influenced by their opinions. But celebrity reach does not simply end at social media. Within traditional media coverage and celebrity thought or belief, their opinions also have a key role today, almost akin to the role they play in the advertising world, endorsing products and services, which our second speaker, Matilda, will present shortly. So, how is it that traditional media now leans on celebrity opinions for persuasive strength? Well, while we live in an age of growing social media, we are witnessing the demise of journalism. Journalism is no longer about quality, it's all about timing. Where once the production of a news story evolved over 2 to 3 days, today a report must be produced in 2 to 3 hours. As a result of the shift in journalistic process, celebrity opinion has become more valuable, more relevant. Information-fatigued journalists have little time to work through an issue. It is now easier for journalists to have a celebrity comedian, such as Ricky Gervais, weigh in on an issue like the future of greyhound racing, despite his lack of professional experience in that issue. Media issues are commonly not investigated with rigor. Our journalists rely on the audience response, "Wow, if that celebrity likes it, it must be good." They know that celebrity opinions are relevant and valued. Equally, many celebrities capitalize on this opportunity. They, in turn, actively choose to use their profile and manipulate the media to make change. Look at Princess Diana, Angelina Jolie, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Not surprisingly, once these three gain the public's respect for a cause, people look and listen for their opinion in the future. Princess Diana spoke out on a wide range of issues and used her high profile to raise awareness as well as funds for causes. One remarkable success was her opinion on landmines. Princess Diana worked to publicize the awful cost of lives and limbs, which resulted in the Ottawa Agreement banning the use and production of landmines in 1997. For original campaigners, the success was unthinkable a couple of years earlier, but Diana's celebrity opinion was heard, viewed relevant, and expedited that process. Many other celebrities have applied the power of their influential opinion to raise awareness about the health issues. Take Angelina Jolie on breast cancer. A poll conducted by a team of researchers from the Medical University of Graz in Austria conducted 2 online polls. They asked 1,000 female participants the same questions, before and after Jolie's announcement of her double mastectomy. Amongst other impressive findings, the poll reported that for 1 in 5 of the women taking the poll, it was the media's coverage of Jolie's announcement which made them deal more intensively with breast cancer. The number of women who knew breast reconstruction can be achieved with the use of the patient's own tissue increased by 11%. Once again, a convincing illustration of the relevance of celebrity opinion. Like Jolie, Leonardo DiCaprio also draws a crowd to his opinion. Utilizing his fame and mass following, Leonardo DiCaprio spoke about climate change in his Academy Award speech, raising awareness amongst millions of viewers across the globe. DiCaprio may be an actor by trade or Diana a kindergarten teacher, but their voices on other issues are relevant among society, valued and publicly influential on social media, in tabloids, and in cabinet. So, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, I put to you that celebrity opinion is indeed relevant, as we define it, valued and important within our society, as they influentially inform the uninformed and shape much of the public's perspective across the globe. Thank you.
upon the second affirmative speaker, Tia Martin.
Good evening, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for tonight's debate is that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant. We, the affirmative team, are strongly in favour of this statement. Before presenting to you my points, I would like to point out some issues in the negative team's arguments. Firstly, the negative team have said that celebrities' opinions have the power to influence, making their opinions relevant. However, we disagree with this. Regardless of whether a celebrity's opinion on a topic is well received by the public or is a popular opinion, it is still irrelevant to that topic. This is because, for example, in a high school debate team, a team can state their opinion on a topic. However, that opinion remains irrelevant until the team can back it up with evidence. And the same applies in the situation of celebrities. Without qualifications or an in-depth knowledge of the topic they give their opinion on, that opinion remains irrelevant. They also said that celebrities' opinions are more important and relevant today. We completely disagree with this. In an age where we have so much information available to us with the invention of the internet, celebrity opinion has become more of an issue. We need to work towards a future where we have professionals at the forefront of the opinions that the public receives, so as to best educate the public and not wrongly inform them with uneducated opinions. As second speaker tonight, I will be discussing the reasons celebrities' opinions on politics and politicians are completely irrelevant, as well as the issues of celebrities taking it upon themselves to share their opinions on subjects related to science and health, and the irrelevance of these opinions. Politics is a topic celebrities need to leave their opinions out of. Their opinions on political events and elections can heavily influence the public. However, their views on such events are completely irrelevant. For example, in a recent interview with GQ, Kim Kardashian has given her opinion on the 2016 presidential elections, saying she will be voting for Hillary Clinton. This opinion should remain irrelevant to the public's opinion of the election, as Kim Kardashian has seemingly no knowledge or very limited knowledge on politics. After all, this is the woman who said, when asked her opinion on President George Bush in the same GQ interview, "I love George though. I think he's just cute, like a cute little president." Yes, Kim Kardashian is entitled to her opinion on politics. However, her opinion has the power to influence the outcome of elections, as people listen to the opinions of celebrities rather than of actual politicians and more credible sources, such as news articles. The public needs to remember how irrelevant celebrity political opinions are, as celebrities aren't the ones who are going to be running the country. Another irrelevant opinion, this time from American actress Susan Sarandon, was in a television interview on American news channel MSNBC concerning the Hillary Clinton email controversy, where Susan was very set on the idea that there would be an indictment. She said, "There's going to be. It's inevitable." So where does this opinion come from, and what exactly is it based on? Has she attended law school, or does she work for the Federal Bureau of Investigations? The answer to both of these is no, making Sarandon uninformed and unqualified to give such a strong opinion on the issue, particularly as her opinion was in direct conflict with the research of journalists and legal analysts. Overall, celebrities need to keep out of politics and stick to their own professions, as they have the power to heavily influence the public with their uninformed and irrelevant opinions. My second point is about celebrities' opinions on health and science-related matters. Celebrities are often seen offering health and advice opinions. However, these opinions are again completely irrelevant. They are singers and actors, not qualified health professionals. However, they still believe that their opinions are relevant to the public. An example of not only an irrelevant opinion, but also a very dangerous opinion for the public was from Pete Evans. Pete Evans is a celebrity chef, so perhaps it would be thought he would have some idea about health and nutrition, but no. He has come under fire from health professionals multiple times for his dangerous, uninformed, and completely irrelevant opinions. One of his most controversial opinions was in his cookbook, which recommends feeding infants a baby formula made from bone broth. The book was pulled from shelves as leading health groups have said some of the book's recipes are potentially risky. Professor Heather Yeatman, president of the Public Health Association of Australia, said, "In my view, there's a very real possibility that a baby may die if this book goes ahead, especially if the formula was the only thing fed to the infant, and the baby's growth and development could be impaired. With no qualifications in nutrition or health, Pete Evans, like many other celebrities' opinions on health-related matters, is completely irrelevant, as is uneducated and can potentially be extremely dangerous. This is not the only time Pete Evans has thought it was acceptable to voice his completely irrelevant opinion. During a Facebook question and answer session, he told a woman with osteoporosis to remove dairy from her diet because it removes calcium from bones, after she asked for help managing her condition. He then went on to say most doctors do not know this information. And he was completely correct in saying most doctors don't know this information, as they have not heard of this insane opinion, as it goes completely against everything medical research says. Medical advice should come from someone who actually has an understanding of what they are talking about. Nurses, doctors, and nutritionists. Not a celebrity whose uneducated views are not only incorrect, but also completely irrelevant to the topic of health and science, as they have no medical or health qualifications to support their claims. Overall, the opinions of celebrities in important topics that can heavily influence the public, such as politics and medical science, are completely irrelevant, as the celebrities have no qualifications or education. Celebrities need to be aware of the impacts their opinions can have on the public, and the public needs to instead rely on more credible sources for their information rather than the irrelevant views of celebrities. Thank you.
I call upon the second negative speaker, Matilda White.
Good evening, Madam Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for tonight's debate is that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant. As you already know, we are the negative team and we believe this statement to be false. Before I recap our first speaker's points and give you a summary of what I will be talking to you about tonight, I will first point out a few fallacies in the opposing team's points. The first and second affirmative talk to you about how opinions are irrelevant due to lack of knowledge. I would first like to point out that the majority of their point was very much assumptive. Take Angelina Jolie or Leonardo DiCaprio as our first speaker stated. They both have experience and vast knowledge on topics such as breast and ovary cancer and climate change. As well as that, based on our definition, people still find their opinions on topics important and value them due to their status. Therefore, their opinions are relevant. The second affirmative speaker also talked about how celebrities need to be educated on politics to be able to comment on them. There is some truth to this. Yes, they should be. But their opinions are still relevant if they aren't. They are listened to by their fans and their opinions are valued. Earlier, our first speaker talked to you about the influence that celebrities have upon us through social media and media, and the fact that whether they can be bad or good role models doesn't matter, because their opinions are still relevant, and there are still people who value and listen to them. Tonight, I will talk to you about how everyone's opinions are relevant, and at different times and to different people. And celebrities influence due to their mass followings and their opinions, and how that relates to sponsorship. Now on to my first point. Everyone's opinions are relevant at different times and to different people. Our opinions are relevant to politicians who try to either change them or, at election time, try to match them to get our votes. Marketers are interested in our opinions in order for us to consume their products. My opinion is relevant, your opinion is relevant, and tonight collectively, the opinions of 6 debaters in this room are relevant, as you all sit on the edge of your seats wondering who will win, who will lose, who will strut out of this room with their heads held high, and who will shuffle out faces to the ground. Celebrities are people just like us. Let me paraphrase William Shakespeare. I am a celebrity. Have not a celebrity eyes? Have not a celebrity hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a non-celebrity is? If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? Celebrities are people. Moreover, as our first speaker said, celebrities also have the ability to broadcast their opinion to large masses of people. Therefore, the opinions of celebrities are not irrelevant. Indeed, as we have defined this evening, they are influential and valued by the masses. Every person's opinions are relevant at some time and to someone. Our first speaker, India, has told you that celebrities have influence because of their mass followings and their opinions. People listen to them and value them. My second point is more in regards to sponsorship. For example, George Clooney. We all know what he drinks, a nice cuppa of Nespresso. The marketers obviously thought that his opinion is relevant to all of us, and that the sales of their coffee would go up enough to compensate for the inordinate $40 million they paid him to drink their coffee in the first place. Nespresso obviously considered George Clooney's opinion of their coffee to be worth a figure well in excess of $40 million. And it was, because Nespresso sales grew by 35.5% according to the Daily Mail. Let me give you a name of another celebrity whose opinion is worth over 5 times that amount. If you haven't heard of him, you've probably heard of his grill, George Foreman, former boxer, now the face of the lean, mean, fat-reducing grilling machine, the George Foreman Grill. George Foreman himself is worth $250 million, and 90% of that comes from his grill, according to the riches. That sounds pretty relevant. So, to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's topic was that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant. And as a member of the negative team, I expressed to you my points that the opinions of all people are relevant at some time and to someone. So why would the opinions of celebrities be any different? I also talked about the influence that celebrities can have on people and how this can be proved by how much they earn from some companies to convey an opinion of the products they can sell. The opinions of celebrities are relevant. Thank you.
Call upon the third affirmative speaker, Keris Evans.
Good evening, Madam Chairman, Timekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, as well as opposition. The topic for tonight's debate is that the opinions of celebrities are irrelevant. We, the affirmative team, passionately believe this is the case and have strongly backed this statement up. Tonight, as third speaker, I will be rebutting the opposing side's arguments and summing up our team case. Now I will start my rebuttal. The first speaker from the negative side said that celebrities' opinions are irrelevant as they have such influence on the public, especially the youth. They said that their household name gives them the power to make change and affect people's view and thoughts on issues. We agree that yes, celebrities are influential, however, this does not change the fact that their opinions are irrelevant to the public. As stated in our topic definition, we classify a celebrity's opinion to be irrelevant to the public unless it is in their area of expertise. While celebrities have a strong power and influence on youths, this does not mean that everything that comes out of their mouth is relevant to the topic or factually correct. Often, celebrities make incredibly inaccurate claims about topics and issues they have no knowledge of. For example, Lily Allen has quoted, "Feminism. I hate that word because it shouldn't even be a thing anymore. We're all equal, everyone is equal, so why is there even a conversation about feminism? What's the man version of feminism? There isn't even a word for it, there's no reason for it." This opinion is completely irrelevant to the topic of feminism, as it is clearly an ignorant opinion and extremely uninformed. This celebrity's opinion has been heard by thousands of people, but she does not have a thorough and proper understanding of the topic. Therefore, while she has the power to influence, she is promoting uninformed opinions that are not in her field of expertise, and therefore are irrelevant to the topic which she is talking about. Since she does not know any better and about the issue at hand, her opinion is irrelevant regardless of the influence she has. Celebrities are constantly told how talented, special and amazing they are, and therefore are built to believe that their opinions are valid to everyone. This gives them the confidence to speak about issues they are not knowledgeable of, which results in the public being wrongly educated by irrelevant views. The first speaker from the negative side briefly discussed Donald Trump, talking about how his opinion is relevant since he is running for president, a politician, and how his views will form the future of America if he is voted in. We strongly disagree with what the opposing side is saying here. Firstly, we do not classify Trump as a celebrity, which now completely disregards him from the argument. When you look up Trump online, the short description given says, "Donald Trump is an American businessman, television personality, author, politician, and Republican Party nominee." Now, only one of these careers fit the description of a celebrity, and that is the TV personality. The only television program Trump has been a part of is The American Apprentice. This is a show where young, ambitious business entrepreneurs compete for a job in the host's organization. Trump hosted the show for several years, but this does not make him a celebrity. It means he's the man who is hiring an entrepreneur in a reality TV show. Since his TV time is not recent and has recently entered the world of politicians, we do not classify him as a celebrity. The first speaker from the negative side also spoke about knowledgeable opinions given by celebrities, such as Leonardo DiCaprio and Angelina Jolie. The opinions they gave on world issues, raising money and awareness for certain issues. As our second speaker, Tia, mentioned beforehand, yes, perhaps the celebrities have good intentions, but their opinions on how to go about raising awareness are often skewed. For example, Live Aid. Singer Bob Geldof was the one behind this campaign, and through Live Aid raised around $13 million to support Ethiopia who are in famine. However, as Bob Geldof did not have the in-depth knowledge or education on the problems in Ethiopia, the money raised did not do as much good as that was intended. Investigative reporter Bob Keating found that the Ethiopian dictator Mengistu was using the money the Wets gave him to buy sophisticated weapons from the Russians, and was now able to efficiently and viciously crush the opposition. Ethiopia, the then third poorest country in the world, suddenly had the largest, best equipped army of the African continent. This is just one example of how a celebrity's opinion on a major world issue was irrelevant, as someone who better understood the issues of Ethiopia would have been better qualified and equipped to make sure the money earned went to better use. The first speaker from the negative side also mentioned that journalism is not about quality, but about how quick and fast the reports are released. This is exactly what is wrong. This is not valuable info that is published and has no proper or thorough research. It's about quality, not quantity. The second speaker from the negative side said that every person's opinion is valid, and no one's is more important than any others. We disagree with this statement, as it does not relate to our argument. Whilst everyone has a freedom of speech, as mentioned in our definition, we define the topic as a celebrity's opinions being irrelevant to the public. The second speaker also mentioned a few celebrities, but we're talking about celebrities as a whole, not a handful or few who have a degree. She also mentioned that their opinions matter because of their status. Their opinions are completely valid in their personal lives, and they are certainly entitled to their own opinion, but that is not what we are arguing. The topic of this debate is that celebrities' opinions are irrelevant, not invalid. I will now summarise our team's case. Our first speaker, Amara, taught you about how celebrities often have sponsorships to promote certain things. These things can differ from TV shows to health products. Our second speaker, Tia, also taught you about political matters and figures and how they are irrelevant to a public's outlook on politics. She went into depth on the problem of celebrities. Thank you.
On the third negative speaker, Jadi Brushi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you're enjoying tonight's debate. I will be the third speaker for the affirmative in negative in tonight's debate, as well as the final of the night. Currently. As I'm sure you all know, the topic for tonight's debate is that celebrities' opinions are irrelevant, and as I'm sure you've picked up, we, the negative, believe this statement to be very false. Now, before I summarise the case of our first two speakers, I will first point out some of the more fallacious arguments put forward by the opposition. Their speech started off by defining celebrity in one of the most narrow ways they possibly could, saying that entertainment or sports stars. Now, whilst this might have been true at one point, discounting people like, say, Socrates, who had a very large following in ancient Greece, and also whose opinion was quite relevant, we also look today at people such as Brian Cox or Bill Nye, or even Neil deGrasse Tyson. These are people with large followings, people who are followed a lot by not only the media, but also by both social and mainstream media. And I don't think anyone would deny that these are experts in their field. The fact is, in the information age, as our first speaker Matilda talked to you about, celebrity has become a much broader term. Now, on to the first speaker's argument. The first speaker's argument is one completely settled on assumptions, assuming a celebrity doesn't believe in the product they're endorsing just because they're being paid. Now, this is something not backed up by fact, though it is one that they did try to hammer in. As well as this, they gave the example of Sean Penn, who made an unbelievably dumb comment that we're not even going to pretend we agree with. But the fact is, if this opinion was so irrelevant, why would we be worrying about it? Because Sean Penn has influence over people, because people look up to him as a role model, his opinion is relevant because he might be influencing them to think that this is a fact that might be correct. And stemming off from this, giving a couple of examples of celebrities who have said unbelievably dumb things does not make every celebrity's opinion irrelevant. That's, of course, ridiculous. Now, this moves on to one of the main points given by the opposition, and that's that people need to be experts in a field just to give an opinion on it. Now, this is something we in the affirmative believe to be absolutely false. As I'm sure you're aware, Muhammad Ali was not an expert on foreign policy. He wasn't an expert on the interlying law. I'm sure he wasn't an expert on the law system at the time to speak, but he was a boxer. Now, I don't think anyone here would say that Muhammad Ali's opinions on race and the Vietnam War were irrelevant. Not only did they create an impact, but he had personal experience with the topic itself. To say that people need to be experts in a chosen field to comment on it, especially to the public, it simply limits speech to a very narrow subset of society. Now, the opposition also talked to you about how celebrities should not be able to put forward their political opinions due to the fact it might influence the public. I would like to remind the opposition that we are living in a democracy, and a part of this is the idea that you can change the minds of the people around you to suit what presidency you think would be better for you. To say that a celebrity is not able to give their opinion forth just because it might change the minds of some people is absolutely ridiculous. Next up. And finally to the third speaker. The third speaker of the opposition clearly Now, on to summarising our team case. Our first speaker, India, talked to you about how in the information age, a celebrity's opinion has become more widespread than ever, and because of this, it has become more relevant than ever. More people are listening to celebrities' opinions, and as is seen throughout history, we tend to look up at people as role models. Because of this, their opinions have become far more relevant than they've ever been, as more people are looking up to them and guiding their opinions from it. Now, whether the opposition thinks this is a good or bad thing is irrelevant. The fact is what is happening now. And what is happening is people are looking up to celebrities and they are gaining their opinions from them. Our second speaker, Matilda, talked to you about the role celebrities' opinion play in advertising. She talked to you about how advertisers will use a celebrity's image and opinion to sell their product. This is something that's been happening since the dawn of advertising, of course. And to say that just because they're being paid to say certain things is completely missing the point. The point is, people are associating a celebrity's opinion with that product, whether they think it is good or in very rare cases think it's bad, and thus get sales from that. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about the relevance of celebrities' opinions. We're not talking about whether these opinions should be relevant. We're not talking about whether these opinions are good or bad. We're saying how relevant are they in our current culture. Now, whether this is from the alienation someone like Donald Trump can create in Muslims around the world, to the pride someone like Muhammad Ali can create in African-American teens in the time where he was most relevant, it's clear that celebrities' opinions influence, affect, and change the society we live in, from charity work to simply changing someone's mind. Thank you.
Please wait while the adjudicators finalise the result.
Wait, you can't reach I.
I'm so sorry I couldn't say your name properly.
You couldn't say that's all right. I'm sorry I couldn't say it properly.
You were really good. Dude, you were fine.
The world needs to see that. Seriously, try to decipher this. I can't decide your hair. What's a good day when you don't write anything? Television personality.
Why are you so Yeah, no, I didn't think it's
They're locked out,
sorry.
Right, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I want to put on the table that the adjudicators are not celebrities. We do have an opinion, and it's relevant. Anyway, can I say, firstly, congratulations to all 6 debaters. You really performed superbly. There was clearly good teamwork, good argument, and you fulfilled your roles individually, collectively, superbly. So that's well done to you all. And it is an indicator of a very, very good semi-final debate. In the end, how it works is that the 3 adjudicators individually adjudicate the debate, so we don't have a consensus necessarily, and then we compare notes and we see what this is like. Sometimes it's unanimous, sometimes it's a split decision. Tonight it's a split decision, 2-1, and in favour of the affirmative. We did reach complete consensus on the best speaker for tonight, which was the second affirmative speaker here, for clear, well-structured rebuttal and argument. closing, thank you both teams for your contribution and participation this year. We hope you see positive impact next year, and we wish Glenunga well for the grand final.
I call upon a member of the runner-up team to give a vote of thanks.
So thank you everyone for coming out on this beautiful night, and thank you to the opposing team. Your arguments were fantastic. It was really, it was good to debate against you. And thank you to the timekeeper and chairman. Thank you to the adjudicators, and thank you everyone. Thank you.
I call upon a member of the winning team to second that vote of thanks.
I'd just like to thank Pembroke for used to debating at Adelaide for letting us debate here. I'd like to thank the adjudicators, the audience for coming out and supporting us. I'd like to thank the opposition. It was a very tough debate for us, and it was really good fun debating against you. I'd like to thank the chairperson and the timekeeper. Yeah, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance. I now declare this debate closed.